least you're not jumping this gate. That would be worse. She goes. See how low she is on that side compared to this side? Are you sleeping?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
2.5 hours.
Saturday night? I got 4! I can't do late nights anymore. It kills me for days. Where did you go?
Ranch.
Oh, you did go to the ranch. Girls do, just like me.
Oh yeah?
Oh!
And then later in the night, I don't know where I was.
Oh.
I know, you just...
I'll let you know. Good morning. It is Monday. I am back with my girl. And we both had very late nights on the weekends, so I think between the two halves we might make a whole. I wasn't planning on weighing any of these lambs for a while. When we were doing our weaning weights last week, I was getting a text from a good friend of mine. She's a sheep farmer about an hour or two away, and she does some business with some local restaurants. And she said, I am so, like, we cannot keep up with demand, which is great. But she's like, do you have any? I said, dude, I'm going through my weaning weights right now. There's no way. And then I said, what weight are you looking for? She said 95 pounds. I'm like, actually, we had a handful at 95 pounds. So I said, how many do you want? She said 6. So this morning we just loaded up some ram lambs here. We're gonna weigh until we get 6. We're gonna put them in the little pen here. And then weather depending, because it's supposed to get dirty today, her husband's gonna come and hopefully pick these up sometime. Wonder if they'll move better today. Probably not. I always manifest the negative. Then we're not disappointed. All right. You guys know how to go do this? We'll just scan the ones that are. Here we go. Good. 1. 5 more. I am telling you, this weather is exhausting. I am rushing around, I think, most days just to beat the weather because I'm a bit of a nervous Nelly when it comes to driving truck and trailer. Anyway, I went and picked up my wool. Long story. Still long. This morning we did get those 6 lambs. They did really good. I had like 2 or 3 over 100 pounds. So I thought, well, there's only 6, but let's go over the stats just to stay on trend. The minimum was 95. She asked for 95 pounders. Max was 105 already. And I just weaned them. Well, I guess I weaned them a couple weeks ago now. I think she said her husband's going to maybe try to take the trek up tomorrow morning. But it really depends on the weather, because the weather literally just turned into this like snow globe about 15 minutes ago when I was undoing the trailer. So I don't know if they're going to make it or not. Okay, guaranteed no one is going to watch this video. And I'm going to get more DMs and I'm going to get more comments. Guys, please be internet safe. There are so many spammers and they're attacking all of our accounts. So if you ever see me replying to your comments and it says like, you've won a contest, it's not me. I am never going to have an online contest. Like, ever. So at least not one in my comment section. What they've done now, what all these bots are doing, is they're blocking all the creators' names. So I can't see what they're putting in the comment section. It's just blank. So I see that there's a reply. When I click it, I can't see the actual reply. So I can't even click on them to remove them and block them and report them. I used to try. So YouTube is doing nothing about this. It's actually really aggravating because I get a gazillion emails saying, here's my information. I couldn't click the link. Please don't click links. I'm never, ever, ever going to do that to you guys. I will never ask for your personal information ever. And I'm too busy to do these like giveaway scammy things, and they're literally trying to get your personal information. So please do not fall for anything. If I ever do anything, you will know because I'm going to actually tell you on my video. I will never do it written on my comments ever, ever, ever. I pray you all are watching this video, but I'm sure you won't. I get messages every single day. If you can do me a favor, because I can't do it, if you see these people on the comment section, and you see other people sort of falling for it, can you do me a solid and like slip into their comment section and go, ignore this and ignore the bot, it's a bot. And also, anytime I comment on on your comments down below in the description, I have a check mark beside my name. That's a verification. I got verified when I hit like 100,000 subs, I think. So always look for that check mark. If it's not there, it's not the real Sandy Brock. All right, love you guys. Sorry about this. They're relentless. Some of my ewe lambs have jumped again. I'm really hoping that it's a manure thing. What are we gonna do with you guys? At least you're not jumping this gate. That would be worse. At least they're going just into the neighbor's pen. I think what happens is Carissa starts feeding in the pen next door, and I think they've been jumping over the manger. Well, I know they've been jumping over the manger because when I went to move them back in last time, they jumped over the manger. Why do you keep doing this? Huh? I think we're down to 2 now, though. Lambing is officially 2 weeks tomorrow. It's a little scary. I feel like I'm not ready, but I always feel like that until the barn's cleaned out and the pens are ready to go. Once that's ready to go, I think I'll be feeling much better about everything. These ewe lambs are really blooming. Holy. Sit down. Hi. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Whoa. You guys, I'm not ready. Okay, well, goals for this week. Hi. How you doing? This is my bottle baby that I probably shouldn't have kept. You're gonna prove everybody wrong, aren't you? You're gonna be the best bottle baby in the world, aren't you? You're gonna have twins, and you're gonna be a good mom. And oh, you're itchy. Oh, you like that? This is the original Reds group. If you remember Mama Red, her baby's in here. There she is. Hi, baby. There, chewing her cud. She is getting large. She's so pretty. Good morning. My sheep are mad at me because half the barn got fed this morning and half did not. I want to clean this barn out today. Like, I'm just looking at the calendar and looking at some of these udders, and I'm like, this needs to happen. Let's start with you kids. Yeah, the snow was so heavy yesterday. Glad you guys can't smell me, but that was a very long and dirty day. Today is also 2 weeks before these ladies are due. And that means I have to change the feed ration. I had to change the feed sheet anyway because we changed a bunch of pens around right now. So yeah, those ewes that are due about 2 weeks ahead of time, I put them on what's called a close-up ration. And the close-up ration, all it is I'm making the feed denser instead of bulkier. What we find with our ewes, probably especially this group, they'll be carrying probably quite a few multiples, and there's just not enough room in their bellies to fit those bulkier rations, what they've been actually just on. Like the dry ration's quite bulky. The flush ration and the lactating ration are very bulky. So the close-up is quite a bit less feed in every bite. But we add a supplement, a pellet, a very expensive pellet. The pellet has added glucose and it's got all the minerals and vitamins. So we actually don't have to add the mineral pack, which is nice. But it is a very expensive ration. And why we feed that to these close-up ewes is because I have a long, haunting relationship with pregnancy toxemia with these ewes. Last group, knock on wood, we had not one. But I'm already there's a few ewes that are, I don't know if it was just slippery because the straw is slippery, but there was a few that were pretty, like, slow to get up, like they kept slipping. So I'm like, So the watch is on for any pregnancy toxemia ewes that might go down. guys. I'm going to go over our ewes that we weaned here 3 weeks ago, I think now, and pick out the ones. I had a whole bunch marked that were getting up there in age, and they were not producing milk. So thankfully, I'm just going over the records. I have a ton of notes. Thankfully, I did that. I also have all the data from the weaning weight day, the day that we took all the weaning weights. So this is basically me just going over numbers and letting numbers kind of filter through what ewes should stay and which ewes should go. And then I'm going to run them through and also just do like an udder evaluation. Likely what'll happen is today I'll take the ones that were already kind of predetermined to go. And then I'll do another pretty thorough evaluation when I get these girls ready to breed here mid-April. And then if there's some that I missed today, then they can go a little bit later. Okay, we have our ladies in the chute here. What's going to happen is Carissa's going to scan them. I'm going to check the age, and then I'm going to check to see if they're just on the automatic list. And then I'll do a real quick physical check of her udder, just to make sure there's some that aren't on the list that need to be added to the list. Have quite a list already, and that's not really even including the ones that have aged out. So this could be a couple trips to the sales barn today. Okay, so she was born in 2020. Sorry, she's not aged out. 501. Oh, she is on the list. She's on the list.
So that's not automatic.
She goes. The sec. Just my 880363. Okay. 397. She is not on the list. She's a 2018, so she's okay. Oh, there's a pinky.
She's automatic.
But we'll see if she's on here anyway. She's a 2016, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes. I can't get too not critical or they'll all stay. I get feeling too bad. Just to get some mark. Oh, she's a 2016, eh? She goes. I think I'm actually going to have to make 2 trips today, which is sort of sad. It's sort of the end of like a legacy for some of these ladies. So a lot of these girls are the ones that have sort of aged out. They've kind of shown me on their own, which makes it so much easier. Like, it's really nice when the numbers show that they're done. I don't have to just look at them and say, oh, you were born in 2016, so you're just an automatic, which I am doing. It's nice when you can cross-reference to numbers, and the numbers are also saying what their ages are saying. So yeah, a lot of this group, I think like 32, I think there's 37 to go. So 32 of them, I believe, are going because of age. And then 5 are just going based on some poor weaning results. I guess it's good. It means my young ewes, I had a lot of 2020s in this group, 2020 born ewes, and they're doing really well. So that's good, because they're just turning 3 now. So I'm sort of sad, you guys. My water gates that I've been so excited about and so proud didn't work. So Mark said, give it to me, let me work on it, let me figure something out for you. Okay, so this is what they look like. The gates are perfect. They were measured perfect. I measured twice. I took pictures of the measurements. I showed him the pictures. However, I didn't forward him the pictures so he could keep looking at the pictures. He drew it out. And I even went back and looked at it, and this is the one spot that I was a little concerned wouldn't work. I'll turn the camera. So the picture I gave him, there was maybe like a piece this big that he welded in between, and then a pretty big hole right here. Do I have the old one sitting here anyway? Here's the old one here. So you see here, like it was just a piece about the size of my finger, and then a pretty nice big hole that would give me some flexibility when I had to lift and turn the gate a bit. Gave the rod a little bit of room to move. I'm not sure why we ended up with this. I was a bit concerned. This was too close to the water bowl. Like I was binding, like I couldn't turn the gate. It would bind on the water bowl on this side. So what Mark did is he grinded this off and he re-welded a new one, but he re-welded it right to this. I'll show you. So bless his little soul. He did this yesterday and put it right on here. But this was too tight. So like I said, you almost need that little finger worth of like bar or whatever they put there to weld on here, and then the actual tube here. So this morning he did another one. So this is what Mark ended up doing. He just put like a nice, more like the tab, right? Like more of a bigger hole so there's room. And then at the bottom, can you see that? Here's that like finger width of bar and then a big hole there. So it looks perfect. Carissa, I got her to check these ewes when she was feeding this morning. We got a couple that are getting a little wobbly on their legs. I might actually put them in their own little pen and perhaps do a ketone test, just see what their ketone levels are doing. And if they're high, we're gonna start treating them right away. Now this breaks my heart because I love this ewe. She is such a sweet pea. I'm gonna have to text Rex. Her muscle has blown out. Her one side muscle. I don't know if the uterine wall collapses or like the muscle just tears or something, but they have no elasticity left on that side. So it looks like she's droopy on one side. Like one side is almost to the ground. And it's my little Billy twin. And she's so young. Like this is her first lambing. Want to show everybody what? This is the side, see? Oh, mama. See how low she is on that side compared to this side? Oh, she's hanging so low. Oh. Hey. Like, she shouldn't look like that. Yeah, so I will message Rex today and just say, like, what's the prognosis? Like, will she lamb out okay, or is that... I think when I've had this before, they do lamb out okay, but... Doesn't seem to bother her. She still eats and drinks and chills, hangs out. Shake a paw. Aww. Anyway, I do have her twin sister. She's one of my oopsie mamas from last June, I believe. She had triplets, and this is her sister.
Girl.